Now, look, you keep saying it's only about money and dollars and cents, and if it was only about that, your party, the Conservative Party, is going to be doing very well. But you always go off into this other. Here's Senator Marco Rubio. I thought he was just a fiscal conservative. He's already a front runner for 26. Listen to what he's saying. He looks pretty eager to curry favor with the Harvard. Look, take a look at what he said in an interview with GQ magazine when he was asked how old he thinks the Earth is. Quote, I'm not a scientist, man. I can tell you what recorded history says. I can tell you what the Bible says, but I think that's a dispute among theologians. And I think it has nothing to do with the gross national or gross domestic product or economic growth of the United States. Whether the earth was created in 7 days or 7 actual errors, I'm not sure we'll ever be able to answer that. It's one of the great mysteries. No, the question to him was, do you believe in science? And that's a reasonable question. If Lucy's over 2 million years old, and we have scientific evidence of human life of some form going way back 2 million years, do you just ignore that because it says something in the Bible? What do you do? And a person who behaves like that, it doesn't separate his religion from his scientific faith. Don't you have a problem with that person talking to them?
Well, I wonder why do we care what...
Well, why does this guy say that stuff? Why does he just say, I believe in science? Just say it.
Why do we care about what any politician
Well, because we talk about global warming and things like that. You'd like to believe you could start from a common basis, believing in scientific method, or us not. If you don't, then how do you have a conversation?
I don't even see the link between the two. I happen to not know how old the Earth is, and I don't think it matters in Washington, D.C.
Governor, you again, because I don't know. I'd like to, if I saw a doctor and on his wall it said, imaginative design or some theory, I'd say, no, I wish you'd taken biology in school just to start, or organic chem. Start with the basics.
I'm all for science.
Well, I think, Matt, it doesn't. But, Matt, it does matter, Matt, because on the issue of global warming, most of the people in the Republican Party and a number of Tea Partyites deny the science, which is absolutely clear. And, of course, Sandy brought it home to us again, that what we are doing, what men are doing to the environment, is causing global warming. And if you deny that, it means you're not going to take steps to prevent it. So it is important. It is important whether people deny science or not.
So there's only, we're accepting that there's one science, and this is pretty interesting.
98% of scientists tell you that what we are doing to the environment has an effect. And if you haven't seen the changes in weather, how old are you, Matt?
I'm 49.
How old are you? If you
49.
haven't seen the changes of weather in the last 20 years in your lifetime, then you are oblivious. The weather is changing. We are screwing things up big time.
This has nothing to do with what Marco Rubio said at all.
Why don't you just answer the question?
Sure it does, because if he denies science, he should say, I believe in science.
He doesn't deny science. That's ridiculous.
Well, he did on that.
Let me ask you, let me tell you, when I got up in Philadelphia putting chains on my tires about every day when I went to high school, getting the chains on the tire with the ice and the snow is the way we lived. Mm-hmm. What happened? What happened?
Weather changes.
It changes. I get you.
Have you noticed this?
No, I would say that it has been changing. Right? I see New York is refitting itself now for being underwater practically.
Well, let's talk about a practical thing. If
global warming is very important.
Okay, global warming is very important. What is it that we think that a bunch of politicians in Washington, D.C., who can't even balance the budget, what are they going to do about global warming? Seriously.
Well, I'll give you a perfect example.
There's such a thing as political failure. There's such a thing as the limits to what government can do. If you really think that the climate is changing, do you really think that government can redesign the entire global economy, not just in the United States, but in the entire world, in a more rational way? I think you're expecting too much from politics.
Not at all, Matt. I'll give you just one example, and there are a legion of examples. By building up CAFE standards, meaning the miles per hour the cars have to get, we are burning significantly less petroleum because of what the Obama administration has done to raise CAFE standards. For every time we double the mileage requirement for cars, we're eliminating a significant amount of CO2 that goes into the atmosphere. So that's something government did it, in a forthright fashion, and it is making a difference.
Okay, government put a man on the moon. Government is not essentially incompetent. That's a ridiculous argument. By the way, when we start taking steamship rides across the polar cap, I think you guys should admit that something's going on a little different than, as you put it, weather changes. There ain't going to be a North Pole anymore. Where's Santa Claus going to live? Anyway, Ed Rendell, thank you, Governor, and thank you, Matt Kibbe, for putting up with the truth for at least 10 minutes. Coming up, more on the Republican Civil War. Crush Rush. The sensible voices in the Republican Party are letting out Rushbro in on a secret. It's not your grandfather's rural, white, conservative America anymore.